a colossal global scandal erupted at the UN General Assembly with a mass walkout, I'd even call it an exodus, of numerous presidents, prime ministers, and some riffraff who also decided to head to the buffet during Netanyahu's speech. Yes. Even though Prime Minister Netanyahu spoke quite brilliantly, which is indeed a rare occurrence for him, he spoke with immense passion and profound conviction. Yet despite his powerful rhetoric, many people were noticeably leaving, actively departing the assembly, clearly showing their profound contempt, audibly grumbling and expressing their deep dissatisfaction about the ongoing genocide in Gaza, and furthermore, about the urgent necessity of recognizing Palestine as a sovereign and independent state. Well, in general, recognizing Palestine is simply scientific proof of brainlessness. And we have received a comprehensive explanation for this profound impotence experienced by the Europeans, detailing their utter helplessness and their complete inability to effectively respond. I understand that some very harsh words will be said about the Jews. But what is truly happening now in this very moment is their just payment for their deeply ingrained biblical Jewish arrogance, for their ultimate failure in losing the crucial information war. They have always been convinced that the righteousness of their cause is so obvious and their suffering so great that the obviousness of this suffering and this righteousness gives them the right and the opportunity to ignore such a simple and important thing as the information war. No, this must never be forgotten. And now we clearly see, yes, precisely what utter neglect truly leads to and what profound arrogance ultimately leads to. Now, the enemy of the people of peoples is not the vile Hamas, but Israel, the very same Israel that single-handedly took out a bunch of terrorists and is still fighting to free the hostages. You can read a lot about this on my Telegram channel. There you'll find a detailed, well-written, and very accurate report about what happened at the General Assembly. Well, of course, Lukashenko couldn't stay out of it. And after a rather long and extensive conversation with President Putin, the ghoul then instructed President Lukashenko to publicly voice his thoughts and opinions on the matter. And so, naturally, he declared, using Putin's very tone and the usual set of ghoulish words, that there's a good peace proposal for Ukraine on the table, and if the Ukrainians don't accept it, they'll lose their country and Putin will take everything over. Well, Putin pumped him up and decided to send some kind of message to Zelensky and everyone else through Lukashenko. Yes. I'm not going to retell all the nonsense. It's the same old Kyiv in 3 days, the same extreme escapism. And today, Lukashenko decided that his moment of glory had come and he tried to scare a hedgehog with his bare ass. Sorry, but really, that particular part of Grigorich is actually much, much scarier than Freddy Krueger's terrifying face. Hollywood has simply never seen anything like it. It was Belarus's closely guarded secret. But just try to imagine a truly enormous, thoroughly and extensively sprouted, deeply philosophical and quite contemplative potato, perhaps even one with a profound inner life. He showed Hollywood that place for the first time. Davy Jones has nothing on him, and maybe the hero of the next horror movie will resemble Lukashenko's backside. Nevertheless, despite showing off this vivid organ, neither Ukraine nor the rest of the world was impressed at all. Lukashenko used to be at least funny, but now his scare tactics have become boring and he risks losing the last of those interested in him. And honestly, it's already shameful for an old man to be running errands as a lackey. Remember what he was like when Trump sent him an honorary certificate and cufflinks. Lukashenko was beaming with happiness. And, well, if the American side had been a bit more clever, at the moment he received the cufflinks, Lukashenko would have been ready to sign a document for Belarus to join the United States as a state. And once again, they missed their chance. And today, Lukashenko was given an enema by Putin, pouring a bucket of Russian greatness and Kremlin fantasies into this eternally wavering Belarusian body. And now Grigorich is off on another tangent again. And by the way, if he had agreed to become a state, he could have earned not just cufflinks, but also a hamburger bitten by Trump. And that would have become a family heirloom for the Lukashenko family, and generations of Belarusian tyrants would swear their oath of loyalty on that bitten hamburger, not on the Bible and not on an agronomist's handbook, as is the case now.